This question is about the topic of distance, speed, and time. The question says a car takes 6 hours when traveling at a speed of 75 km per hour to reach a place. How much time will be taken for the same journey if speed is reduced to 72 km per hour? So, to solve this question, we need to understand what is the relationship between distance, speed, and time. So, distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. D stands for distance, S stands for uh, speed, and T stands for time. Now what is given to us is 6 hours is the time, so I will be replacing T with 6. Speed is 75 km per hour, so S will be replaced by 75, and distance is to be found. So to get the value of the distance, we need to multiply these two values. By multiplying these two values, we get 450 kilometer as a distance which is covered. Now we need to find that if the speed is reduced to 72 km per hour, what time will be taken for that journey. So we can use the same formula, and for distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. This time T is to be found. Speed is 72 km per hour, so S will be replaced by 72, and distance is already known, which is 450. So I will be replacing this D by 450. Now to make T subject of the formula, I need to shift this 72 to the other side. So this will become 450 divided by 72, which gives me the value of T. And if this is to be found, 450 divided by 72 gives 6.25. So T is equal to 6.25 hours. Now if we want to convert this into hour and minute system, we have to convert this 0.25 hours into minutes. So 6 hours, and to convert 0.25 hours into minutes, I will be needing to multiply it by 60 because I'm converting a bigger unit to the smaller unit. So when a bigger unit is converted into a smaller unit, multiplication is done with the multiplication factor. And if it were like converting from minutes to hours, I would have divided it by 60. So if I multiply 0.25 by 60, the answer is 15. So 15 minutes. So the time taken is 6 hours and 15 minutes to cover the distance of that 450 kilometer with a reduced speed of 72 kilometer per hour. Question number 2 is about the meter and centimeter conversion into one another. The question says how many parts of 76 meter can be cut from a reel of 46.8 meter. So the length of the reel is 46.8 meter, and we have to cut 76 centimeter parts. And how many parts can we cut? For that, I need to convert either this 76 centimeter into meter or 46.8 meter into centimeter, so that the units of these two values become the same. And once it is done, then we can find the number of parts or pieces which will be cut. So the number of pieces will be 46.8 meter. When it is converted into centimeter, I will multiply it by 100 and divide this value by 76 to get the number of approximately number of pieces which we can cut. So 46.8 multiplied by 100 upon 76 gives 61.6. That means 61 pieces can be cut, and each piece will be having length of 76 centimeter. Now for the second part of the question, the reel left, the total length of the reel is 4680 centimeter. When we multiply it this 46.8 meter by 100 to get the to get it in the centimeters, and the 61 pieces each of 76 centimeter. The real use for the making of these 61 pieces is 76 multiplied by 61, and this gives me 44 centimeter. So that means that if we had 76 centimeter the pieces, and their total number is 61, which we have found in part 1. So the length which will be used in making of these pieces is 76 multiplied by 61 centimeter, but originally we had 46.8 meter, which when we converted into the centimeter is 4680 centimeter. So the real leftover will be 4680 minus 76 multiplied by 61, which gives us 44 centimeter. So 44 centimeter length will be left after making 61 pieces of this reel. Every piece will be having length of 76 centimeter. And this third question is about the profit percent. The question says a man bought furniture for $660 and sold it for $715. Calculate percentage profit. And this means that if he is making profit by buying something for 660 and selling it for 715, what is the percentage of the profit? Or in other words, on $100, how much is he making? So I make two columns. One is the cost price, and the other one is profit he's making. So the cost price is $660, and profit will be sale price minus cost price, 715 minus 660, which is equal to 715 minus 660 gives me 55. That means $55 profit is being made on this business deal. So if I set the cost price 100, and the profit will give me the percentage of the profit he is making. So this is to be found, that how much profit will he make if the cost price is 100. Let's take it equal to x. Now there is the direct proportion between these two values. Increase in one value is causing increase in the other value. So the ratio between x and 55 is equal to the ratio between 100 and 660. I will have to follow the same pattern, like here x divided by 55 will be equal to 100 divided by 660, and if I follow 55 upon x, it will be 660 upon 100 by the rule of the direct proportion. So now to get the value of x, I need to make x subject of the formula. For that, this 55 will be shifted to the other side. It will give me 100 divided by 660 multiplied by 55 equals to x. Now to get the value of x, I will be using calculator. This gives me 8.3. So 8.3, I can put percentage sign with it, because this is out of 100, that on $100 he will be making 8.3 dollars profit. This next question is about simple interest. The question says a sum of $750 is invested at 6% simple interest per annum. Find the time taken for sum to amount $930. So first I find that how much interest will be made on this investment. So interest is 930 minus 750, and that gives me $180. So this much amount will be made as a simple interest. Now the formula to find the simple interest is I is equal to P R T divided by 100. P stands for the principal amount, R is for the rate, T is the time taken in years, and 100 is a constant. So I put values in it. Interest is $180. I will replace it by 180. Principal amount is 750. Rate of the simple interest is 6. Time is what we are trying to find, so it will remain as it is, divided by 100. Now to make T subject of the formula, I need to shift all the other values to the other side. So it will become 180 multiplied by 100 divided by 750 multiplied by 6 is equal to T. And this will give me the value of T, or time, if I use my calculator. So this gives me 4, and this time is as in years, so I will mention 4 years. This next question is about the scales on the map. It says calculate actual distance between two towns which are 15.5 centimeter apart, and the scale is 1 to 2 with 4 zeros, or 20,000. And the part B says on the map a lake has area of 150 centimeters square. Calculate in square kilometer the actual area of the lake. So first of all, we make this conversion, 1 to 2, 20,000. If 1 centimeter equals to 2 with 4 zeros, 20,000 centimeter, I need to convert this centimeter into the bigger unit so that I can get the conversion. So these two values are not equal. In fact, they are corresponding to each other. So 20,000, if I convert it 1 with 4 zeros to the meter, there are 100 centimeter in each meter. So I divide it by 100 to get meter from the centimeter. These two zeros will be cancelled with each other, and now this 200 meter, if I want to convert it into the kilometer, I will be dividing it by 1000, because there are 1000 meter in 1 kilometer, and these two zeros will be cancelled. 2 upon 10 gives me 1 by 5, so 1 by 5 kilometer. It means that 1 centimeter is corresponding to 1 upon 5 kilometer. So now we have the conversion formula, and we need to convert this 15.5 centimeter into the actual distance. This 15.5 is on the map, and the actual distance will be 15.5 centimeter when it is converted into the kilometer. As 1 centimeter equals to 1 upon 5 kilometer, these many centimeter will be corresponding to 15.5 multiplied by 1 by 5, which is equal to 3.1 kilometer. So 15.5 centimeter on the map will be representing 3.1 kilometer. Now the second part, it says that on the map the lake has area of 150 centimeter. So in terms of area, 1 centimeter square will be corresponding to 1 by 5 kilometer multiplied by 1 by 5 kilometer, because 1 centimeter is corresponding to 1 by 5 kilometer. And when we talk in terms of area, so the centimeter, one length will be multiplied by the other length, because area is two-dimensional. This will give me 1 centimeter square is equal to 1 upon 25 kilometer square. I'm putting equal to sign, though they are not equal. In fact, they are corresponding to each other in terms of, this is a calculation on the map, and this is the calculation, this is the actual calculation. So if 1 centimeter square is corresponding to 1 upon 25 kilometer square, the area which is shown on the map is 150 centimeter square. So 150 centimeter square will be corresponding to 150 multiplied by 1 by 25 kilometer square, and that gives me 150 divided by 25 is equal to 6 kilometers square. So the area on the map, which is 150 centimeters square, will be corresponding to 6 kilometers square actually on the ground. Our next topic to be covered is ratios. There can also be questions of sum of ratios. This question says the sum of money is divided among A, B, and C in ratio 9, ratio 5, ratio 3. If B has $12 more than C, calculate how much A has. So A, B, and C are getting money in the ratio 9, ratio 5, ratio 3. And the share of B is 12 more than C. So if C is getting X units, the B will be getting 12 plus X. Now first we need to get the value of X, and for that the ratio becomes 5 upon 12 plus X will be equal to 3 upon X. As these two ratios are the same, this will give me the value of X. If I do the cross multiplication, 5X is equal to 12 times 3 is 36 plus 3X. 5X minus 3X, as we bring this 3X to the left side, it will become negative. 5X minus 3X equals to 2X, which is equal to 36, and X is equal to 36 by 2, which is equal to 18. So X is 18, and X plus 12 plus 18 is 30. And that is the share of C and B. Now to get the share of A, let's say A is getting Y. So the ratio between 9 and Y will be equal to the ratio between 5 and 30, as these two ratios has to be the same. And this will give me the value of Y, or the share of A. If I do the cross multiplication again, 5Y is equal to 30 into 9, and Y will be equal to 30 multiplied by 9 divided by 5. 5 times 6 is 30, and 6 times 9 is 54. That means the Y value, which is the share of A, is equal to $54. So A is getting $54, B is getting $30, and C is getting $18. For this question of currency exchange, we will also be using this ratio proportion method. Malaysian dollar, Malaysian ringgit, and Singaporean dollar. Their exchange rate is given as 10 to 6.4, and calculate the Singaporean dollar. This is to be found for Malaysian dollar 104. So ratio between these two values, question mark upon 6.4, is equal to 104 divided by 10, and this will give me this required value 104 divided by 10 multiplied by 6.4, and by calculating it on the calculator we get, which gives me 66.56 Singaporean dollar. And for the part B, again we will be making two columns: Malaysian dollar, Malaysian ringgit, and Singaporean dollar. The exchange rate is again 10 to 6.4. This time we are given the Malaysian ringgit, that is 120, and Singaporean dollar is for that much amount is to be found. No, sorry, it's 120 is the Singaporean dollar, and we have to find the corresponding Malaysian ringgit. So this Malaysian ringgit is to be found. The ratio between these two values and these two values will be the same. So question mark upon 10 is equal to 120 upon 6.4, and the required value will be 120 divided by 6.4 multiplied by 10. And if I use calculator, I get the value. This is $187.50. Next topic is the standard form. We also call standard form a scientific form. So the first part is express 4 into 10 to the power 6 and 7 to the 7 into 10 to the power minus 3 product in the standard form. If I multiply these two values, 4 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 7 into 10 to the power minus 3, two values can be multiplied if their powers are the same. Now this 4 and 7, they have the same powers 1, so they can be multiplied. I will be writing them with each other to multiply, and this 10 to the power 6 and 10 to the power minus 3, as their bases are same, their powers will be added by the power law. So I will write it as 10 to the power 6 minus 3. This gives me 4 times 7 is 28, and 10 to the power 6 minus 3 equals to 3. 28. Now this 28 is not in the standard form. In the standard form, there has to be only one non-zero digit before the decimal sign. Decimal sign is after 8, and I have to move it 1 unit to the left to convert it into the standard form. For doing that, I will multiply it 1 with 1 0. If I had moved that decimal sign 2 unit to the left, I would have multiplied by 1 with 2 zeros, and same is the process for moving it more number of units. So 28 can be written as 2.8 into 10 to the power 1, or simply 10. This 10 to the power 3 will remain as it is, and now this 2.8 multiplied by these two 10, one with power 1 and the other with power 3, their powers will be added. So 2.8 into 10 to the power 4. So when we write a number in the standard form, and when we move the decimal sign from right to left, we multiply it 1 with that many zeros, that many number of zeros which are moved from right to left. And if we move it from left to right, then 1 with that many zeros, the number of units which we have moved is divided by the number. So here we multiplied it by 10, and 10 and 10 power 3 has become 10 to the power 4. So this is our standard form. The second part says express 10 to the 2.4 into 10 to the power 2.4 meter cube, and we have to convert it into the standard form. For this, our first step is 2.4, and if I convert this meter cube into the centimeter, because the requirement of the question is that we have to convert it into the cubic centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So this will become 100 cube, and the unit will become centimeter cube, because each meter has been converted into 100 centimeter. Now this 2.4 and 100 can be written as 10 power 2 centimeter cube. Power to power will be multiplied, so 2.4 into 10 to the power 2 times 3 is 6. This is already in the standard form because there is only one non-zero digit before the decimal sign, so we do not need to move the decimal sign to the left or right. So this is the required answer. Our next topic is smallest and largest value, and the range of x is given to us. It is from 1 to 5, and the range of y is 3 to 9. So we are to find the largest value of x minus y. If you want to make x minus y the largest, x has to be the largest value in its range, which is 5, and y has to be the smallest in its range, which is 3. So the largest value x minus y can have is 2. Similarly, for 2x by y, if I want to make it largest, x has to be the largest value, which is 5, and y has to be the smallest value, because we are dividing this value, and the point of division, the resulting value should be the largest. So if I divide it by the smallest value 3, I will get the biggest division, which comes as a result. So 2 times 5 is 10, 10 by 3 is 3.3 or 3 whole 1 by 3. Now for the second part, smallest value, x square minus y, we want to get its smallest value. So x minus y, for x we will be taking the smallest possible value, which is 1, and y, for y we will be taking the largest value because we are making this value the smallest. So y has to be the largest because it is with negative sign, and x has to be positive because x has to be the smallest because it is with the positive sign. So the resulting value will be 1 square minus 9, which is 1 minus 9, and the answer is minus 8, which is the smallest possible value of x square minus y. Now for x minus 1 by y, x has to be the smallest. The smallest value of x is 1, and 1 by y, if it had been y, I would have taken 9. But as it is 1 by y, so I will be taking the smallest value of y, which is 3, because 1 by 3 will give me the largest value, as we have the reciprocal of y and not y. So 1 minus 1 by 3, that gives me 3 is the LCM, 3 minus 1, 2 by 3, which is the smallest possible value of x minus 1 by y.